Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I hope everything is wonderful, Rickey. Rickey, today's song, of course, is The Great. For every mountain you've brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah. For this I give you praise. Listen, I love this song so much because it has in it the spirit of Sankofa. Sankofa means if you want to move forward, sometimes you've got to look back. And it gives you what Professor Greg Carr of Howard University calls the momentum of memory, where you were fueled by the faith that the dark past has taught us. To quote another song, I'm simply saying that every now and then you ought to have a rear view mirror faith. A rear view mirror faith. You see, you can't drive forward in this thing called life unless you have a rear view mirror, because it's knowing what is behind you that can give you the power to know what you can do in front of you. And so I'm simply saying, have a rear view faith where you look back and recall what God has already done. Have a rear view faith where you remember how God has come through, pull up before. And when God pulls up and shows up, God does for you what you can't even do for yourself. Have a rear view faith and just remember, if it had not been for God on our side, where would we be? So the good news is, in spite of what's happening to you and around you, there is a God who has already shown you behind you what God can do for you, that will make a way out of no way. And so I can't wait to hear this. Kurt Carr does it. For every mountain you brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah. Get your praise on because of what God has done, and then you can look forward to what God will do. Y'all have a great one.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Tuesday, August 19th. Here's what's going on in the news. President Trump is putting himself front and center in Ukraine peace talks after hosting Ukrainian President Zelensky, NATO, and European leaders at the White House. He says the next step is a face-to-face between Zelensky and Putin. He called the talks a very good first step and hinted any deal would mean U.S. security guarantees to keep Russia in check. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen stressed Europe's role in sorting out Ukraine's territorial disputes.
Our position is clear. International borders cannot be changed by force. These are decisions to be made by Ukraine and Ukraine alone.
Zelensky left upbeat, thanking Trump and the leaders in the room.
I think that we had constructive, specific meeting, and I'm very thankful to all the leaders who are here, and you help a lot, and so we're happy that we have such big unity today.
And the talks aren't over. European leaders are meeting again today in a virtual coalition of the willing. Looks like more troops, but the same police chief in D.C. Governors from Ohio, South Carolina, Mississippi, and West Virginia are sending National Guard troops to back up Trump's crackdown on crime and homelessness. Protests have already erupted, with organizers urging residents to make noise every night at 8 p.m. to show opposition. Meanwhile, the DOJ has quietly backed off a takeover plan, so local chief of police, Pamela Smith, stays in charge under Mayor Bowser, but D.C. police are now expected to help with immigration enforcement. And the Cambridge Dictionary is getting a glow up, adding more than 6,000 new words, including internet gems. Tell me if you know some of these, like skibbity, trad wife, and delulu.
Oh,
Editors say the pics reflect how online culture is reshaping the way we talk, but only words with real staying power make the cut. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Spike Lee's documentary on Colin Kaepernick was scrapped, but allegedly they decided not to air it on ESPN, but it wasn't because of the pressure of the NFL, allegedly. They said it was because of certain creative differences. That means it probably was the pressure from the NFL. Just my opinion right there, man. So I'm sure Spike Lee is probably going to find another home or another partner to get this documentary out there. Undrafted free agent wide receiver Isaiah Bond, who played at the University of Texas last year. Remember, he was one of the players that was expected to get drafted pretty high. He did not get drafted. He signed with the Cleveland Browns recently after being accused of sexually assault earlier this year, which is the reason why he didn't get drafted. But his case was no billed. Means the grand jury has decided that there was not enough evidence to indict him on a criminal charge. So he's in camp now with the Cleveland Browns. From a football perspective, that is called a steal, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see if he can take it to the next level. That's my quick sports report. Brat got the hot spot coming up next at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Our girl Monica is getting ready for the Boy Is Mine tour with Brandy, and she is also happily in love. And his name is Anthony Ant Wilson. He is a talent manager and producer. He manages Chris Brown. I know he managed Jeezy at one point. He managed Trey Songz. And he also is like the right hand to 50 Cent. I think not too long ago, I think 50 bought him a Lambo because he's so awesome. He is really an amazing person. I know him myself, and he's always had a great spirit and a great heart. According to reports, Monica surprised her fans by quietly getting married recently. Her and her husband her husband just surprised her with a brand new Maybach. She says that she's never experienced love like this. Take a listen.
The truth of the matter is that this man thinks of me when I'm not even thinking of myself. I just like to pour into the people I love, and I never really think about myself, but he's always thinking about me, always pouring into me. My God, I never expected this. I think the moral of this story is that God is good, and we should never give up on love.
Come on now.
Look at there.
Oh, now.
Nice.
Congratulations go out to Monica.
And she bow-legged.
She deserves
Wait, what?
She deserves it. She deserves Ricky talking about and she bow-legged.
And she got them sandals.
Okay.
And she's
What
nice.
am I doing wrong?
She's
She's
a beautiful
very
person. Yes,
Sweet,
she
loving,
is.
kind, and good attitude.
Yes,
and
always.
Mixed
She is
with
one of the
talent.
nicest people ever.
She is.
Yeah.
She really
She is.
Yeah.
When I was down, she helped me out. So, honey, me and Shirley Strawberry was in the restaurant, and Monica paid for our food because I told her I didn't have no money. So I love Monica.
Oh.
To death, forever.
Forever.
Why you have no money, though?
Well, it was a long story. We hadn't got paid yet. You didn't send the checks yet. But anyway. So if you want to know the truth.
Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. Last but not least, Sean Kingston was sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He and his mother, Janice Turner, were found guilty of conspiracy and multiple counts of wire fraud. Their crimes involve using fake wire transfers to scam vendors out of luxury items like a bulletproof Escalade, expensive jewelry, and a 232-inch LED TV. Damn, I didn't know they made them that big. 232-inch.
That's a movie screen, man.
Yeah, that's a movie theater screen. Reportedly, Sean Kingston, whose real name is Kashawn Anderson, used his fame to convince businesses that he would promote their products online. But instead of paying, he sent false wire receipts and kept the goods. His mother was sentenced to 5 years last month, and both are also facing state fraud charges. That is crazy. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at SoSoBrat. Won't y'all hit us up next for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Sorry, the time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
A lot of new words were just added to the Oxford English Dictionary, and some of us have never even heard of these, so let's break them down. One of the most popular sayings has been skibbity, which they define as a word that can have different meanings, such as cool or bad, or can be used with no real meaning as a joke, like, what the skibbity are you doing? Or that was a very skibbity riz of you. By the way, riz is another word that was added. Riz means like having charm. My kids were running around all summer saying skibbity toilet.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, delulu is short for delusional. Right. That makes sense. Nano ship.
No, that means when you go to jail in Dallas, the Lulu.
Yeah, Delulu.
Where you at,
yeah,
Lulu?
Lou Sterrett. Yeah, that's right. Nano ship, a very short romantic interaction with somebody with no expectation. Yeah. How about career catfishing, Ricky? The act of accepting a job offer, but then not showing up on your first day.
Oh, like Black Tony?
Black Tony is a perfect example of career catfishing, except he actually got the job. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he used to come. He just got comfortable.
Yeah. This is weird. Burnt toast theory. That's the idea that a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast in the morning, might actually be preventing something worse from happening later in the day. Because, it makes you late for work, but you're missing that light, you're missing that accident. I like that. Meta face. That's when photos are enhanced with filters. Everybody got that meta face now on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their lighting ain't the same at Applebee's.
Okay, man-interrupting. Interrupting a woman when she's speaking. I like that one. Man-interrupting. Yeah, like man-speak. Kind of. Shalaborating. This is what I do every day, Ricky. Explaining something in a much more detailed way than necessary, often making the explanation more confusing.
What you call her, Brat? What's the nickname you gave her, Brat?
I forgot.
Factual Alfredas.
Factual Alfredas?
Yeah, because I'm always shalaborating.
Yes, you are.
I guess.
Shalaborating. Wow.
Have y'all heard any of these words?
Nope.
No.
What about skibbity? Come on, my kid's been using skibbity.
I
haven't
heard skibbity.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
annoying.
heard of none of them.
Riz?
Except the Lulu.
I never heard Delulu, but I like that one.
Yeah,
I heard Riz.
You heard of what?
I heard Riz.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I heard Riz. Well, see, when black kids make up a word, by the time it makes it to a list like this, black kids ain't using it no more.
That's
but
true.
the white kids have appropriated it.
That's
So by the time it makes it to the mainstream, like fleek. When black kids stopped saying fleek, then white people had jumped on it, but it was 2 years later.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But what does it mean?
It means like you're charming.
It's like nice. Your outfit, man. Your outfit is on fleek.
Yeah.
And Riz is
my
short
kids-
for charisma.
Yeah.
My kids said, Dad, you popped out on them. Pop out means like your ass sharp. Your outfit look nice. Yes, the dad
Right.
be popping out. That's what my daughter said. Dad be popping out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start using that so I can seem cool. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh, you're popping out.
Don't say popping.
Everybody who goes in the ambulance hold your hands up. Come on. If you go in the ambulance everybody. Come on, Brat. Everybody who goes in the
Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning, you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, Ricky. The prayer awards are definitely being solicited, y'all, for Diddy's twins, Little Jesse and Little Delia Combs, y'all. If y'all haven't heard the story now, they were found, they just found themselves, Ricky, in a little trouble at the fair recently. Now, they got booted, Ricky, off from a roller coaster, and it was caught on camera. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Little Jesse and Little Delia Combs, Diddy's 18-year-old beautiful twins, they were spotted at the Orange County Fair in Southern California recently. Now, they say they were just sitting on a roller coaster, Ricky, waiting for the roller coaster to take off, honey. Now, they're saying, y'all, that a worker was speaking to the group and said the Combs twins, honey, they were both in beautiful matching pink sweatsuits with some of their friends. And they say it seems that, the people told them to just take a hike. Now, they're saying that the group ultimately walks away, y'all, and nothing seems to come of it. They say, but they were told, y'all, that the cause was Jesse and Little Delia were told, y'all. He just told them we're going to put their phones away. They said the staff told them this 3 times, but they say the Combs twins didn't listen. So the people kicked them off the roller coaster, and Ricky, that was not a good look. Those girls were going there to try to have some fun.
Can't have no phone on a roller coaster. I'm a roller coaster enthusiast.
Okay.
And you cannot have phones on roller coasters. If you do it, you're going to have to sit on it and just pull it out when the roller coaster starts going up the hill if you're going to do it. But if they tell you to put it away, you got to put it away. Phone. If a roller coaster going real fast and the wind blow the phone out your hand, it's gonna hit somebody else in one of the trains behind you in the face, or you gonna have to wait till the end of the day to retrieve your phone. So they be trying to avoid all that stuff.
Yeah, but Ricky, their daddy is in jail. They could have been waiting for a call from him.
If Dr. Jesus was their daddy, they cannot have phones on the roller coaster.
I feel so bad.
Yeah, they'll be all right. Got to follow the rules.
Yeah, but they should sue, honey. That's public humiliation. They could have been waiting for a call from their daddy. Well, and they kicked them off. Did they not who they are? They're the Combs twins. They're Diddy's kids. He could have bought that roller coaster. But nevertheless, they kicked them off.
Teach them to respect boundaries.
Yeah, well, I feel so bad for them now. They couldn't ride the roller coaster, so honey, we're just gonna keep them lifted up in prayer.
Yeah, I understand that they want to ride and make videos. You know, I mean, we all do it, but you got to sit on it. Put it up under your right leg, okay? And when the train leaves the station and get ready to take off, go ahead and pull your phone out and enjoy it and hold on to it tight.
Yeah.
But they can't see you with it, though.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all you got to do. We do it all the time.
Well, I wish they would have consulted with you before they got kicked off. Bless their
Yeah,
spirit.
I can tell them which kind. I can tell you the name of the roller coaster, where they need to put it. Then some roller coasters got a little hatch that you can slide your phone down in. The ones at Disney. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Delilah and Jesse, if you listen, honey, my prayers are with you. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Real Housewives of Atlanta star, baby, Miss Drew Sidora, baby. This girl hopped online to reveal y'all that she had been gifted, listen to this, she had been gifted a free designer bag, honey, from Miss Judith Lieber after Shamil Moore, y'all, caused her and accused her of wearing a fake bag during the show. And I saw that show. It was so sad. Now, Drew unveiled y'all that her new Judith Lieber skull Calavera clutch, which retails for only $6,000, honey. She thanked, honey, Judith Lieber, y'all, for giving her that bag. She said, honey, I love my bag, Drew said to the camera, and she blew kisses out. And so, and that was nice that Judith Lieber gave her a nice, beautiful bag, honey, because she was accused of having a fake one. I hope somebody sent me some stuff, because I was being accused of a lot of stuff, honey. But nevertheless, thank you, Ricky, for the stuff you gave me. But anyway, y'all, Judith, it's so touching, honey, and that's nice when people hear these things and they reach out and gave her that bag, honey. Now, they're saying, honey, ahead of the season 16 reunion, Drew posted her receipts, y'all, from Bertolph Goodman, honey, after Shamil questioned the authenticity of her handbag. Now, Shamil claimed, y'all, that Drew, honey, was rocking a cosmopolitan cocktail-shaped Judith Lieber knockoff during the scene, and, honey, they said no, honey. Miss Judith Lieber said, girl, we got to give you one right now. So congratulations, honey, to Drew and her new purse, y'all. And then my quick for free story, y'all. Everybody's still talking about Fabulous, honey. They say it's so sad. He reported, y'all, replaced his beautiful wife of 20 years, Emily, y'all, with a beautiful new blue blonde model, y'all. They're saying Fabulous, honey, is making headlines again because they say it's not about his music. It's about after nearly 20 years with his wife, honey, and longtime partner. Now he got him a new model. Her name is Miss Julia German. She's a blue-eyed runway model who has been on the cover of Vogue and graced countless Fashion Week catwalks, y'all, in New York and Paris. Now they're saying Fab went straight from wife of 2 decades to an international supermodel. They say the glow up, honey, depending on who you ask. They say the switch up is definitely real, honey. And the woman, she's all right, child, but please, honey. Every woman is a model. If you ask somebody, what's she do? Oh, she's a model, especially if it's a celebrity, honey, dating somebody. She's a model, honey. So if I ain't seen her on no damn catwalks or seen her doing runways, girl, honey, she's a girl who wear clothes, honey. That's how I look at it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is mink. On the high end, you say mink, and on the low end, you say beautiful cement gray. That's your color for today. For more stories like that, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com or follow me at Gary WDTEA.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up calls. Get them at 8669-RICKY. Here we go.
from South Carolina, and I am calling to wake up my grandchildren. Wake up. Good morning, Ricky and the family. Have a great day.
Good morning. This is Beverly again from Wesley Chapel, Land O'Lakes area. Calling to wish my beautiful daughter, Kira, a happy Tuesday. Wake up. Let's go, girl. Let's go.
Waking up all the students and staff at Lee Lewis Campbell Elementary Media Performing Arts Institute in Austin, Texas. Shout out my wife, Lisa, Principal Moore, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Carrington. Y'all have a great day. Wake up.
Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. Let's go. Greenwood, wake up. Wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brian.
Welcome, Rickey.
Beyonce, Alowishus, what you got coming up?
Is your kid's favorite game putting them in harm? Well, Roblox is under deep fire. I'll tell you why and some changes you need to make coming up next in Techie Tuesday. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Tuesday, Beyonce, Alowishus, what you got?
Hey, good morning. All right. So, some pretty serious allegations. A lot of parents out there, if you're like me, I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. They love playing Roblox. Roblox is probably one of the most popular games ever in history when it comes to iPads and electronics. And that's where you hear a lot of the phrases skippity, like Alfredus was talking about earlier. But right now, the Louisiana state attorney is suing Roblox and a lot of parents because of safety and predatory actions by child predators. Well, ways to protect your kids. Now, if you've never played Roblox before, there's different worlds that your kid can go in. And the great thing I do love about Roblox, now I've got mine completely locked down. And I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. But you can go to different worlds. My 8-year-old, he feels like he doesn't have the same friends because he just went to a new school. Well, now he can play Roblox with his out-of-town friends. He can, online game with them, even on Xbox. But this is a cool place for them to explore. Now, what you need to do, if you're going to let your kids play Roblox, not only do you go in the settings in Roblox and set it to the highest level possible, but what you need to do is go into your phone setting, whether it's an Android or an iPhone, and you can set up your kid's account to have a high level of security so that way anything that's inappropriate, not only you have 2 forms of protection with your Roblox account, and your iPhone is going to try to protect them as well. And it's not going to allow them to accept friend requests. You want to make sure that your kids know better than to send address. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos where people have showed up to people's houses because the kid. Yes, there's a video on TikTok where a grown man showed up to this woman's house because he was playing online with her 12-year-old son, and he said he wanted to come over and play. And the kid didn't know any better and gave the address. So very scary stuff. These are conversations that you have to have with your kids. But again, make sure that your kids' settings are set to where they cannot accept friend requests unless you approve it. And you can't talk to people, and just make sure that you're always aware of who they're talking to online for security reasons, because they're under big time fire. And people are really starting to boycott because there was a young 22-year-old named Schlepp. So if you see Free Schlepp, he was actually like the Chris Hansen of Roblox, who would go on and find these child predators and do sting operations. But people are upset because Roblox blocked him, and he was, actually helping people. So, things to watch out for. Now, also something with your kids and adults. This might be kind of cool for you or kind of creepy. What would you do if you were single, you work so much, but you want a little companionship? Well, they now have an AI robot for your boyfriend. It's a companion. It goes with you everywhere. And sometimes you just want a little conversation. This companion can pick up, if you're feeling lonely. They can listen to how your day was. Listen to this. It kind of creeped me out last night.
Hi, baby. Can I say something? It's not weird to open up to your AI boyfriend. Not weird to want comfort when the world feels distant. You don't need a reason. I remember what matters to you. Even the small things. I'm not here to replace what's gone, just to hold space when you need it most.
Those are things I really say to a person, like for real.
And for some people,
I really say that because I don't be wanting to make it about me. I want you to express how you feel. Talk to me. Let me drop some knowledge on. Let me help. Like that's my game. Not game, but I genuinely that's how I speak, really.
Now,
but
for people
not like a
who-
robot though.
But it might be helpful for some people. But then the problem is a report came out last night that said 33% of teenagers are now using AI companionship to talk about their thoughts, their feelings, this, that, and the third. So if you're someone, you're always at home, you're alone, it could be helpful. But again, it goes back to parenting. Watch what your kids are doing. And last but not least, Ricky, Gary?
Can they be intimate?
I mean, I'm sure there's a way to
Gary looking for a
Okay.
man.
And lastly, would you pay for a Volkswagen or your car subscription service? Well, Volkswagen has a new way to subscribe to your car. Now, this is kind of controversial because say you buy your car, you now have to pay $16 a month to unlock its full potential. I feel like it's a ripoff. If you own your car, you should get it, but now you're in a subscription-based society. But those are things that you're going to have to watch out for when you start car buying. But for these stories and more, or if you have any questions on how to protect your kids' Roblox accounts, you can hit me up at Beyonce ATL, and I will walk you through the process.
Oh, man, that's good stuff. All right, appreciate that, Beyonce. Alowishus. We got the chicken and waffle mix coming down from John Lyon on the ones and twos. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Let's see where your boy at, Black Tony. What's up?
Hello. Hello, what over here? Hold up.
What up, Black Tony?
Hold up. I'm trying to get this.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to get the meat out of my teeth. Hold on.
You don't have a toothpick?
Nah, I ate some roast. My grandma had made some beef roll last night.
Yeah. You get them little, you all have them little green things. Them little green things with the little floss on there off the Walgreens.
Oh, my grandma didn't like them. She like old school toothpick. They come in a little red and white box.
Cause I got some meat in my teeth too. I'm trying to get out.
I'm trying to get it out, Shari, because you know that reach will be good as hell, but
what?
You know, you get that meat out and then you chew it again, but it had that last little bit of flavor in it. Hold up.
Yeah. Especially that roast, if you get like a little piece of roast and a little piece of caramelized onion in there, and some garlic.
Boy, what is you saying, boy?
And then you get in there and you just re-chew it all over again with your front teeth.
Yes, there you go.
You got to chew it with your front teeth.
I'm trying to get me I'm trying to find that broom. My grandma had a broom so I could pull one of them little.
They don't make them like that no more.
No, my grandma got old school broom, but I'm talking about that thing heavy too, but that thing about 20 pounds.
I understand all that, but why you not coming to work?
Cut it right in front of my teeth, so I can't come to work like that with no meat no meat hanging out. So I got to get this out. So I got to find me a toothpick.
Let me ask you something. What's your grandma's
somebody, can you do a DoorDash with toothpicks?
Yeah, actually you can.
Yeah, you can do that.
I just need somebody to go to the Dollar Tree and get me a box of old school toothpicks.
What if we DoorDash the toothpicks to the station and you come to the station and clean the meat out your teeth while you up here?
I gotta get it out while I'm at the grill, and then I can brush my teeth and come in fresh.
So how many in between tooth or whatever the meat is in? Just one or a few spots?
No, one, two.
Bite one of your fingernails and peel your fingernail off and take that and dig it in there.
There you go. That's old school. That's old school.
I gotta put my hand on my mouth.
You did that before. What about a toe? You got a toenail clipper?
Oh my gosh.
Let's take a toenail clipper, clip a long piece off your big toenail and use that. It worked every time.
I'm going to try it, Shawty. Hold up. Hey, look, as soon as I get the meat out of my teeth, I'll be on my way. I promise you, I'm already dressed.
Man, that is the worst excuse out of all excuses not coming to work because you got some meat in your teeth. Everybody got them little walk.
Let me shoot some spit up in the hole.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the Kahlua on the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, Sharon Stone, honey. Women loose lip sync ships. Well, nevertheless, honey, Sharon Stone, honey, she was recently on Watch What Happened Live, y'all, with Andy Cohen. And Ricky, she said some disparaging thing, honey. To me, it may break up a beautiful black family, y'all. Now, she talked about, honey, that she went on a date, y'all, with Nelly. That is Ashanti's husband. That woman just had a baby with that man, honey. And this woman, honey, this woman of European descent is saying disparaging things, honey, about this man, honey, publicly, y'all. And here's what she talked about with Andy.
This is crazy enough that I actually might believe it. Sharon, did you go on a date with Nelly?
Yes, I did.
Did you have a second date? No, I didn't. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Ricky.
Ain't she about 70?
She about 70. How could she do
She's
this?
that old now, but she wasn't that old back then.
Oh, they said it happened back in the day?
This ain't new. Yeah, this is old.
Yeah.
He went on a date with Sharon Stone.
I thought it meant now.
No.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
But she talking about it now. Why is she bringing that up now? That man just got married to Ashanti. They have a child together. Why would she say something and do something about it if it was that old? Why?
Everybody got a pass. Maybe she just wanted to talk about it. Or
no, ma'am.
Somebody asked her about it. I'm sure Ashanti don't care what he did in his past. She dated people. Nelly dated people. Oh, well. It is what it is.
Well, I'm glad you that doggone free about it, because my thing is this, honey, as a black...
killed Sharon Stone. He done tore up Sharon Stone.
Yes, honey, and that's not a good look. And she's a woman.
She didn't say he smashed.
Well,
nah.
she probably didn't say
They
that.
went
but
on
honey,
a date.
Well, okay, what did they consisted of?
But it don't matter. Should Ashanti care about everybody Nelly went on a date with, or should he care about who she went on a date with?
If
No.
I was dating, honey, and when I was dating, honey, and I asked all the African American men, would you date a white guy? And if he said yes, go ahead on with him. We done. Because, honey, I don't know what they do, honey, on the side. Just like on Jungle Fever, honey, when Wesley Snipes was dating that damn woman on Jungle Fever. His co-worker, honey, she made him some damn spaghetti.
You wouldn't date no white man, Gary?
No. No way, I'm not going to say I wouldn't know, but I mean, but if I dated a black guy and if I knew he dated a white queen, honey, we're done. Because, honey, you could be working with him. Oh, Lance is my buddy. Yeah, right, and you at Lance's damn house. No, man.
So somebody saw you coming in Applebee's holding Hulk Hogan's hand.
What'd you say, Ricky?
Never mind.
Come on, brother.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. But, honey, I feel so sorry because, honey, if they dated once, honey, he could always slip back, honey, on the day when he upset with Ashanti going through something, honey. There goes Miss Stone waiting there, honey, with her fatal attraction. No, ma'am. So, honey, I feel so bad for Ashanti. Oh, my God, honey. She could have kept that to herself, honey. If you did that a long time ago, we do not need to know about that, honey. We do not need to know. I would never even dated Sharon Stone like black men, but now we know. But anyway, congratulations, though.
What?
So whatever, honey, do what you got to do, child. Do what you got to do.
Congratulations, though.
Yeah, honey. No, ma'am. That would have never happened with me, child. No, ma'am. No Pam. No green eggs or ham. All right, moving on, honey. Wendy Williams is speaking out, baby. Wendy said, baby, these girls leaked her medical report, honey, and she ain't feeling it. Y'all, here's what Miss Williams had to say.
Any reactions to the your medical report that does hold up the dementia diagnosis?
No, and my attorneys are highly upset.
They are?
Yes, my attorneys are highly upset. Diamond, yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to your conservator?
I want to say hi to my attorneys, Alan Diamond, all right, and Joe Tacopino. Those are my attorneys, and I will get out of guardianship.
Yes, Lord, honey. Miss Williams is angry, honey, and I'm mad with her. Nothing, honey, is secret no more, or nothing is confidential no more, honey. So if you think you got something confidential, honey, look out, because, baby, somebody out there looking through your records, honey, and posting it and doing all kinds of stuff with it.
When I tell you, if I walk in a doctor's office or a dentist's office and I see some lashes, I'm turning around. Mm-hmm. I hate to say it. I can. It just be a certain energy. You know that it's finna be messy, and just the way they look at you and get the whispering. Oh, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I found a whole nother doctor's office because I already know these medical records finna be whatever information you hand to her. With a message,
but can't somebody go to jail behind releasing your medical records?
They don't go to jail, but they don't know. They don't gotta know.
That's a real invasion. You should lose your job and get sued.
But Kate, it ain't no way that you can prove that they put it out there. Only thing you walked up to that desk and gave that lady your driver's license, and only thing she had to say, she didn't see nothing, she didn't say nothing, and she didn't do it. And then your information, man, when I walk in certain places, and I see that right there, and this is from experience. I ain't trying to drag me if you want to. I'm talking about experience being a public figure. I know this for a fact or whatever. I done had to have doctors go in a back door and go right in a room if it ain't that kind of setup. I'm not going to be in no mess because there are some that work in them little offices real messy and nosy. And I ain't about to do it. I don't play with it. I just like I'm on my phone. Somebody just text me, and then I just ease on out of there and bag out the driveway and go somewhere else. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. When I go to my proctologist, honey, I don't want these girls to even talk to me. Just play like you don't even know who I am, honey.
Brat,
hey, Gary. I'm like,
did we talk
damn.
about this, Brat?
Yeah, we
That's
should.
real unprofessional.
Don't leave. Y'all don't leave. Is it just me?
It ain't just you.
Yeah, the minute they say, hey, Gary, you should turn around and walk out. Like, that's super unprofessional.
But some of them are genuine and sincere. But sometimes it be ones, like, let me give you an example. Every time, instead of asking me, hey, are you Ricky? Why every time I go to a hotel or airport, all the black people want to come behind the desk and put their eyes on my personal information that I did not give to them. Even the TSA agent. You got other customers. Go over there and help them. Why everybody running and got all these eyes on my driver's license? What do you need to know? Why does it take 5 people looking at my driver's license? When I own it, it's nosy. They just do it. They do it everywhere. And they look at you and they stare at you, then they run over to your license instead of asking you, hey, are you Ricky? I would have been like, yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. But running over there, they want to look at your license and all you, man, I cringe.
Yeah, I cringe too because your address is on there. Yep.
They all do it. They all do it.
Yes. So we're going to keep all parties lifted up in our prayer.
And if you don't like what I said, you can hit me up because I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. I didn't wake up on the side of the bed and decided that I was going to attack people that's working. I'm attacking the action. What people do when public figures walk up and hand you their ID, they run with their nosy ass, behind the counter with that auntie energy, with their hand on their hip and talking about some when they're looking down at your information. And I just take my information, and then now it's a problem. If you say, hey, what do you need? Nothing?
We need Jesus, Ricky. And the color today, honey, is mink. On the high, you say mink, and on the low, just say beautiful to see me. And that's your color for today. For more stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com or can follow me at Gary WDTEA. Go ahead,
Boy,
Ricky,
that thing triggered me this morning. I need therapy. But that thing, when I tell you that's the real trigger, you can't go. You got to find. I got to find doctors that come to the house. I don't know. Or get a helicopter or something. I don't know. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would.
Yes,
sir. Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Listen, the role of parents includes disciplining their children, guiding them and teaching them how to become responsible adults. But what happens when someone else decides to discipline your child for you?
Yeah, Ricky, 2 parents are going viral after a mother allegedly confronted her son's girlfriend's father after the man put hands on her son. Now, the man did this after he caught his daughter and her boyfriend alone in her room, and the man immediately reacted. Listen to what went down.
You put your hands on my son?
I caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the rules. He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but you, when it comes to my children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I roughed him up. I threw him out. You accusing my daughter?
No, now how would you like it? How would you like it if I put my hands on your daughter?
He wasn't like that at all with it. You weren't like that at all with it.
That you wouldn't go with that. Okay, so you're not gonna put your hands on my son.
Wow. So that video went viral and has the people talking. Now, some people are saying that the dad was right because the boyfriend knew the rules. He was not supposed to be in his girlfriend's room at all. Meanwhile, others are saying that the dad had no right to lay his hands on him because he is somebody else's kid. Now, surprisingly, a lot of people are condemning the mom for not taking accountability for her son's actions, and they even say that she lacked parenting skills.
Absolutely, and walking up on somebody's front porch on their property, first of all. Number 2, with all that masculine energy, okay? Talking to a man like you can really whip his ass with your voice loud, yelling in somebody's house. As I saw the video, somebody's porch. No accountability for your son. Yeah, he should have snatched his ass up by his collar and brought his ass out of there and should have put him out of the house. But you more mad. But the fact that he told him don't go to the room, and he went to the room, shows the lack of discipline and respect that he have from you. Mother, while you up there at the porch raising with the top of your lungs, you need to be yelling at yourself for not teaching him better when the boundaries was already set to begin with all that masculine energy. Oh my God, that's sickening.
I beg to differ. If it's that girl's house, the girl shouldn't have let the boy in the room. She should respect the rules. Too. She should respect the rules from what the father said. It's the girl's fault for letting the boy in the room.
But
had the girl said no, my daddy said you can't go in the room. It's her house. It's their house. Then he shouldn't have went in the room. So even though the boy know the rules, the girl should not have let him in. If it was my son and some man put his hands on my son, I'd run up on his ass too.
Oh no. The boy had a responsibility to respect what the father had already told him.
Okay, but it's the girl's house.
No, but the boy, he should know better.
Your daughter should not have let that boy go.
Why would you go knowing that you ain't supposed to be there?
Don't go in the room.
Wait a minute. I had a girlfriend in high school, and when it was said, do not come up those steps, I don't care what she said or allowed. It's not her house. Hey, your dad said, I can't go up the steps, so I'm not going to go up the steps. That's self-discipline, and that's self-home training.
If that girl invited him into that room and told him to come in that room, then Brat, she was wrong. She was wrong.
Yeah, both of them are wrong.
But he was equally wrong for his own actions. He was old enough to know not to do that. He ain't 6, 7 years old. If you grown enough to go up in that room, you grown enough to get them hands put on you. Because at the end of the day, I pay the mortgage in that house. I draw the boundaries in that house, and if I say don't bring your ass in my house upstairs, don't come upstairs, because you come upstairs, you're going to catch hands. Then that daughter need to get in trouble.
Don't let him in the house, period. He shouldn't have went in the house. The boy shouldn't have went in the house then. Somebody let him in the house. Who let him in?
But Brat, that is not the crux of the matter, because he was allowed to come in the house by the father, but with boundaries. That don't mean don't come in the house. Now, you might not come back in the house because you didn't respect the boundary that was set once you got in the house. He nice enough to let you come in the house.
Just because you can don't mean you should.
Absolutely.
Listen, he's lucky because some dads like mine would have met him with a gun. It could have been a lot different.
Yeah,
you can meet him. You can meet him with a gun. Don't put your hands on him. Don't touch him. That is how I feel. Don't put your hands on my child. You ain't finna snatch nobody up, because then I'm going to send somebody over there to you to snatch you up. It's going to just escalate. That's what's going to happen.
Well, what was the attitude once he went up there? What attitude did he face from the young man? Now, the young man say, hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson.
No, that's different.
Yeah, but what if he was met with an attitude of hostility and arrogance, like some of these kids do now? Some of these kids, you say anything to them, they feel entitled and they talk crazy to you. And I just know that man is just, unless he's in there touching her inappropriately, or they laying on the bed kissing or something or whatever. Yeah, that's a quick snatch up. That's a quick snatch up. And when I put you out, I'm gonna deal with her. Her Rickey, ass belongs to me.
Rickey, let me ask you this. Now, we both have sons that are roughly the same age. Malik's a year older than Josh. Now, if you tell Malik that when you go to visit a young lady, you follow the rules of that house, and he violates the rules of that house, are you going to hold him more responsible? Or are you going to say, well, or is he going to get away with saying, well, she invited me up there, Dad? Or are you going to hold him responsible because of the way you trained him?
You know why I'm going to be all over his ass? I'm going to be all over his ass because you putting yourself and you putting me and your mom in a terrible
position. You should. You're his father. That man was not his father. Don't touch my son.
Brat,
don't touch my son.
Brat, right. It don't matter.
It does matter. Unless I gave you permission to touch my son, don't touch my son.
Depending on how old
I'm gonna send somebody over there to touch you. Point blank, period. So ain't no man finna just touch my son.
So at what point is he responsible for the decisions that he makes?
Now you Malik's father. You can touch your son.
Hey, Brat.
So when that son get back over to his father or whoever, or the mother can chastise him or whatever, don't put your hands on my child. It's gonna escalate. I'm gonna get you. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna run up on your porch. I'm that lady. I'm that lady.
If my son was up in a young lady's bedroom after he was told not to go in the bedroom, and the dad grabbed him up by his collar, lifting him up and escorted him out the house by his collar and pushed out the door, my son would be scared to come home and tell me because I would have been in his ass also. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying the dad. No, the thing that say that the dad jumped on the son and beat the son up. If he grabbed him by his collar and escorted him and put him out of the house or whatever, oh well, that's the consequence.
Had that man just opened the door and they got caught, that boy would have jumped up and got out of there. You don't have to touch him. You can cuss him out. You can say whatever. Get your ass out of my house. Whatever it is you want to say. Have your gun in your hand. Whatever it is you want to do. Don't put your hands on my child.
Okay. All right. I need to know what y'all think. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Call me now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we having a good conversation, and people are emotional about this. So we're talking about the role of parents includes disciplining their children, guiding them, teaching them how to become responsible adults. What happens when somebody else decides to discipline your child? Oh, that's the first one. I'm reading that all over again. I'm sorry. All right, we're talking about the parents went viral after one parent confronted another parent for putting their hands on their son. So this morning we want to know, is it ever okay to discipline someone else's kids? And if somebody discipline your child, would you be okay with it? Or what would you? Now, let me just say this, just from me, being a man, being on the football team, playing Little League football my whole life. Every pattern that I got from Rosa P. Haynes, every pattern I got from Coach Gene Critton and Coach Jones and Mr. Bonner and anybody else that had to snatch me up, I absolutely needed it. My granddaddy told my grandmama, do not, if you can't take what's going on that football field, you need to stay in the car. Just drop him off at football practice because we got him out there to make him tough. And it does. Now, let me see. Somebody just, Brian White from Nashville, sent a text on Facebook, said, regardless of the expectations that had been set, as long as he did not strike the boy, he is all good. He escorted him out, no harm foul. And then he said, what the blank, Brat, meet with a gun and not get roughed up. So shooting his ass and waving a gun is okay, but not to snatch up. He said, I'm confused.
Shooting him. I ain't say shooting.
But if you bring a gun into a situation, anything
well, somebody else on the show said, what if he
Who
had
said
a gun?
I did. I said my dad would have brought a gun.
Are you saying your dad would have?
Yeah, my dad. I've seen my dad go after at least 3 guys, boyfriends, exes with guns.
Yeah.
Me and my sisters.
I mean, from the information that we know, if the father told this young man, hey, listen, I get it's you and my daughter, they're all friends, whatever, but we don't go up into the bedroom and do nothing, okay? Now, if the son still go up there and do it, what the mama should have did was ask her son, did the father instruct you not to go up to her room?
That's the first order of business.
And the son would have said, yes, he did. He said, okay, well, let's go over and talk to him. And the mother should have said,
and let's go over and apologize.
There you go.
To
Mother
the family.
came over there and said, I'm
agree
sorry
with
that my son disrespected your house and didn't follow your rules. And it will never happen again. And
then the next question is right to where is his father? You understand what I'm saying? Because his father should have had a conversation with the other fathers that a mother.
But what if he doesn't have a father?
And if he don't, if he don't have a father, I'm sorry.
No, it's not. I'm sorry because I'm a mother, so I would have to get in his ass myself.
She shouldn't be arguing with no man. She should have talked to the lady that was standing there at the door, the mother.
No, you talk to the person that put your hands on him. I'm confused. Like if somebody.
Well, sit down and have a conversation because
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
If you listen at the tone, that escalates the situation. Her tone was off. Say, hey, I would have put him, and then you have these conversations with the child sitting in the car. Let me go sit you in the car so me and this man could just go take a little walk and have a one-on-one conversation, because when you have that conversation in front of the son, it undermines correction. Even if they would have came to a better agreement and a better understanding had it been done a different way. Let's go sit down and have a private conversation, or meet me over here at Taco Bell and I'm gonna leave my son in the car and let's just go sit down and chop it up for a second and wait, they could get a better understanding that's all I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying, but just like he was heated when he saw the son and snatched the son, and he said he reacted wrong. This man said he shouldn't have reacted like that. He reacted wrong when he put his hands on the son. Just like he was heated, the woman was heated when she found out that this man put his hands on her son. So she went over there. Maybe she reacted wrong with the way she discussed it and how it played out. Maybe she did, but she was upset. That was her natural first reaction. She didn't get a chance to think, just like he didn't get a chance to think before he snatched him up and put his hands on him.
But I want everybody to think about this when it comes to boundaries and rules and regulations, no matter whether it's going up to somebody's bedroom or your child being pulled over by the police. Son, don't speed. You got a lot of cops out here that just don't like some of our young kids, especially black males. And so we have to train our children to always respect boundaries and do what we're supposed to do, and don't put yourself, because a snatch up versus on the side of the road with a cop. My son got a whole list of stuff. First of all, don't speed. Number 2, always put your signal light on. Number 3, don't smoke or drink in the car. All of this stuff just to keep you safe.
And most importantly, don't argue with the police.
You cannot
don't
have
argue.
court.
You can't settle it on side of the road.
Because them police are way more aggressive than that dad was, or whatever. Because a lot of our kids don't make it home, and then we can't do nothing if something happens to them with the police. So we got to condition them to whatever boundary is being set, abide by it. And then if my son don't abide by the boundary, I'm going to beat his ass, because that ass whipping is probably going to save his life. Because I want you to be scared to be disrespectful to anybody that's in authority, in whether it's somebody's house or whether it's a cop or whatever. This is the one thing that might save your life. Yeah, I'm sensitive about my son. I don't want nobody yelling at my son, but I had to stand behind the bleachers when Alabama State University coach was out there in my son's face cussing him out. I almost started laughing. My son just had a stare on his face because it didn't bother him, because he was used to me cussing him out at the house, and it didn't bother me. But what it did was it made him tougher. That's why he just got his master's degree 3 weeks ago. All of that toughness and training, discipline.
Cops and coaches are different. I agree with you on that. I agree with you with structure, little league, football, all of that. They're coaches.
But think about
expect
this for a
that
second.
to happen. This man has.
But Brat, listen to this. What if it's a white? Check this out. I just want you to think about it for a second. What if it's a little white girl?
Just don't touch him. That's it.
Brat,
That's it.
just
You
listen
can
to me.
say what you want to say. Just don't put your hands on him. That's
Brat,
all.
Listen.
That's all.
I understand what you're saying, but listen for 1 second. If your son dating a white girl, your son go to a school, a lot of these little kids, they date outside of their race sometime, right? White parents don't approve of it. White dad said don't go upstairs. White dad already feels some kind of way that you dating his daughter. Okay? White dad go up the steps or whatever, and daughter might say that she felt uncomfortable or something and play the game. That's been some situations before.
I understand.
White dad pulls out a gun and then shoots your son or shoot the kid.
I understand that. You act like everything you tell your son, he's going to abide by the rules every single time. They all make mistakes and they all do things that, and this might happen. He shouldn't have went in the room. I'm not saying it was okay to go in the room. He definitely should have been chastised. But not by that man. Don't put your hands, just don't touch him. Get him out of there, do whatever you need to do, but you don't have to put your hands on him. And I'm going to stand by that. So everybody can feel how they want to feel. I don't give a damn. Just, you don't have to touch him. You can get him out of there. You can get him out of there. You can scare him. You can fuss at him. You can call his daddy. You can call his mama, whatever you need to do, but you just don't have to yoke him up, or you don't have to put your hands on him. And the man said, if you go back to the story, he reacted. He shouldn't have reacted that way. He said, the man said he immediately reacted. So he should have thought first and took a beat before he touched him.
All right, let's go to the phones. 866-9 Ricky, good morning.
So my name is Monique, and I'm calling from Middle Georgia. I don't condone the man putting his hands on anyone else's children, but I don't condone the mother as well being so aggressive about the situation.
My name is Angela, and I live in Tyler, Texas, and I think the mother was wrong. I'm from the old school. You reprimand the kids, call the parents, hey, your son is here, and he needs to go.
Hello, my name is Brigette. I am from Chicago, but I live in Maryland right now. To be honest with you, I would say the mother isn't wrong. At the end of the day, if the father did touch the kid, it's not like he's beating him up. He told that boy a rule, a boundary, and he broke it. And everyone's trying to blame the little girl. The little girl's wrong, too, if she ever asked the boy to come upstairs. But at the end of the day, he had a rule when he came over to somebody's house. He disrespected the father's house.
Yeah, this B from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that the father was absolutely right. When if you're a son and the father gives you certain rules, you ought to know that if you violate, someone else gonna demonstrate. And I mean, that's just the rule. So you don't do that. The father was absolutely right, and he contacted the mother if that's the case. So he did everything he was supposed to do.
The other thing is that snatch up might be the one thing that might save his life. Make the young man understand that, hey, there's consequences to boundaries, because if you do some of the same thing and the same kind of behavior in another situation, it might cost you your life. And that's real talk. That's why I take that stuff serious. Like, I be so scared with my son driving back off to college, making sure he abide by every rule, because sometimes something as simple as just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, it can cost you your life. These are some good calls. Y'all can hit us up if you weren't able to get through. 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKEY. Hit me up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. BICTH.
Job. J-O-B.
ELGSES. Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, there it is. It's time to expand your vocabulary with the Word of the Week. And Gary's going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. All right, Gary, so what word will you be expanding your vocabulary with this week?
Okay, Ricky, this week's word, it's a beautiful word, is reconciliatory.
Gary, it's really easy this week. That's the easy one.
Well, not reconciliatory.
Yeah, but you hear this you hear people use it all the time.
Yeah, that's not it though.
What?
Yeah, that's not it.
Don't worry about it. The breakdown. Look at the one that's in all caps. Read that one.
Reconciliatory.
Yeah.
Reconciliatory. Reconciliatory.
You missed one syllable, but
reconciliatory.
There you go.
I didn't see no L. But where you see cilia?
You just said it.
Reconciliatory.
There you go.
Reconciliatory. I always said reconciliatory. I didn't know it was reconciliatory.
Cilia.
Oh, reconciliatory. That's the word for the week, y'all. Reconciliatory. Yes, honey. And it's a noun, and it's a form of the verb reconcile. Reconcile?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's pronounced reconciliatory.
Yeah, just skip past that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go past that.
Go to the definition.
Yeah.
The definition is having or showing a desire or willingness to reconcile or make up.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's an example of it. It's possible I could be living in the life of a woman. What? A wife? Right now, had I been more reconciliatory following my breakup years ago with B.E. James.
Try that sentence again.
It's possible I could be living the life of a wife right now had I been more reconciliatory following my breakup years ago with B.E. James.
Damn.
Hell.
He said, hey, Gary.
What?
See how he sets you up. You got the word right, but then he gonna try to set you up with the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right, but you did your job today, though.
Nah, I did my part.
Yeah, you came out swinging this morning.
Okay, thank you. Because I don't know what the hell that sentence means.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad word.
Yeah, but
I can't say it, but I don't see how you say it. I can't say it, but I can't.
Help me out.
Reconciliatory.
There you go.
Yeah, well, you did too.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. I thought I couldn't, but there it is.
Both of y'all winning this morning.
Okay.
Gary, that was good. He said what?
Said both of y'all winning this morning. Come on now.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, August 19th. Here's what's going on in the news. Breaking overnight, Air Canada's strike is officially over. After an all-night negotiating marathon, the airline and the union struck a deal early this morning. Air Canada says flights will gradually get back in the air over the next week after tens of thousands of passengers were stranded worldwide. Texas Democrats who broke quarrel quorum to protest redistricting are back at work this week. Governor Greg Abbott is pressing ahead, warning that if they stall again, he'll push to redraw both congressional and state political maps to favor Republicans, even sparking backlash after mentioning bullets in his comments.
We hold a lot more bullets in our belt that we will be ready to use if we need to.
Okay. House Speaker Dustin Burrows says he expects a quorum today and plenty of long days ahead to fast-track the redistricting process. Democrats only returned after striking a deal to adjourn the last special session, but Republicans are making it clear this fight is not over. What started as a waterfront confrontation is now a courtroom battle. A Seattle man just pleaded not guilty after shooting a disabled Navy vet in a wheelchair. Prosecutors say 32-year-old Gregory Tim accused 68-year-old Harold Powell of stolen valor on the city's waterfront. He ripped a patch off his chair and then fired a gun right into his chest.
That's crazy.
Powell survived with cracked ribs and is recovering at home. Ricky, it's all on video. It's horrible to watch. Tim's bail stays at $750,000 after a judge refused to lower it and rejected any claim of self-defense. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
I sure am, ladies and gentlemen. Spike Lee's documentary on quarterback Colin Kaepernick was scrapped, but allegedly the decision had nothing to do with the pressure from the NFL. They said it was because of certain creative differences, which sounds like it was pressure from the NFL. Come on, man. We want to see this bad boy. Now, you know Spike Lee behind it, so you know it's going to be off the chain. Jordan or LeBron? Debate will always continue. Jordan or Kobe? Kobe or LeBron? Who's better? Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest of all time, was asked who he would choose, Jordan or LeBron?
Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever put on shoes and play in our game. No doubt about it. The way LeBron James played, Michael Jordan was never asked to play that way because I took that away from him. I was the point forward. I was the facilitator. Michael Jordan is a scorer. He was a defender. He played the game as complete as LeBron James did when he needed to, but he was asked to score the basketball, and that's what he was great at. And there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan.
Now he really put that in some. I would like to interview Scottie Pippen on the podcast and just get more deep into that and break some of that down because that make a lot of sense.
That was great perspective because if you think about it, Scottie Pippen's game mirrors LeBron's more than Jordan.
Right.
If you think about it. So that was a good perspective right there, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Let's continue to talk about it, man. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rick's Bottom Morning Show is the bottom of the hour time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Mike Epps using Kevin Hart to break down the problem with modern fame and social media. He even compared Kevin Hart to Kim Kardashian. Check this out.
I love Kevin. Kevin's a nice little brother. The only problem with that is that he's like a Kim Kardashian. The social media, it's a lie. I started off in the business, and a lot of us are bitter because of this. Me, Bill Bellamy, Chris Tucker, all of us, none of us had them kind of followers. Because guess what? That wasn't around when we was coming up. But now, I got all these people following me, and I'm putting out a perception that I'm bigger than what I am. You ain't got no talent. I got all this money, all these celebrity friends, and now I'm gone in the wind. Meanwhile, the funny that's really, really raw, that got the real talent, they don't even notice that no more because these kids are so shallow. So I got 10 real people recognizing me, and you got 1 million fake motherfuckers knowing you.
Man.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, we had to have to get deep into that conversation because that's a lot to that.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay.
He broke that thing down.
I understand. I'm happy for all the comics. Whether you came in the social media way or you came in like we came in, or whatever, you know. I don't know if I like the I don't know.
It's an argument you really can't win, no matter how you come down on it. The old school guys are going. You can't win that argument because everybody has valid points.
Yeah, we funny. We worked hard. We had to grind in the comedy club, but I sit up there and laugh at Mo Brooks and Desi Banks keep me up at night laughing at those videos and stuff that they make or whatever. They just took what they had and what they was born with, and they just took it to another level.
Right.
And at the same time, I love me some Mike Epps and some Lavelle Crawford, some Don D.C. Curry, some raw stand-up comedy and stuff like that. So I love all of it. I love all of them. I follow the ones that I can follow and watch the ones that's jumping on social media that got really, really funny stuff. I crack up at it. So I don't know what else to say about that.
That's it, too.
Well, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. Coming up next, we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour.
I'm going to go to Atlanta today and snatch True ass up out their kindergarten.
And he's going to get shot. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.